start with roll call attendance. Joseph Bryant.
Here.
Josh Muchart. Jessica Evenson.
Here.
Chris Shiver.
Here.
Gary Hepp.
Here.
John Dehan.
Present.
Patrick Stanton.
Here.
Nate Skiles.
Here.
Sharon Jodison. I'm here. We're missing Renee Mankey, Sarah Feeney, Brittany Wold, and Nick Schuey. And they're all excused. Let's start with the agenda approval. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda this time? Seeing none, I entertain a motion to approve the agenda as is. Jessica.
So moved.
Is there a second? Josh seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. We can go to approval of minutes from the May 6th meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, I entertain a motion to approve the minutes as is. Jessica,
So moved.
is there a second? Patrick Stanton seconds. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Minutes approved. We can go on to reports. I have nothing to report.
Just a reminder, we will be having the dinner next week. We will not be having our meeting here. So same time, but at Roadhouse. Does anyone not know where Roadhouse is?
I'm going to say, Nick and I will not be attending. We have student government day. And
Okay,
they decided to make it at 5:30 next Wednesday.
that's very helpful. We'll eat the delicious food that you will not be here.
Alrighty.
So we get there eventually.
Yeah, you guys get
We get there pretty. We'll still order for them.
Yeah, order for me. You get it.
I like that.
Anyone else, make sure that if you did have any +1s that you've let Sharon know by the end of the meeting today, so she can make their reservation. I think that's all that I have for that part. I don't know if Sharon has any other.
No, I don't.
Okay, and I do have a communication, so I'll just move to that.
Perfect.
Since next week we are not having our meeting here because they are getting set up for Source the next day, and since we do fund Source, we did get an invitation as a committee. So everyone is invited to the Source. It's the 20th anniversary of Source, so the entire committee is invited to the celebration that's taking place after Source is done, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Mary Group Center. So you are all invited. I'll read the little card. It's invited. The invite sent out to us as well as all the judges and some other people that are working with Source on that. So some of this comment isn't going to make sense to us, but I'll read it anyways. We're so grateful for the time and effort you've put into helping make Source a success for its 20th anniversary. In honor of you and your fellow judges and mentors, the event planning students of CWU are hosting a celebration. Please join us, those of you who are of age, for a glass of wine, a light snack, and live music in Mary Group Center after Source at 5 p.m. on May 21st. Make sure to bring your name tag for entrance at the door. You don't have to worry about that. We hope to see you there. So the committee is invited. They do ask that if you are going to attend, just to let them know so they have an idea of numbers for food and things. And I do have the RSVP, so if any of you are attending, just let me know and I can pass it along as well. So next Thursday, 5 p.m.
Sharon, you have any contributions? This time we can move to public comment. Seeing none, we can move to old business and we'll start with the director of campus life position vacancy in Swager.
Sure. Where would you like me to stand?
Up front if you like.
Oh,
So you can be on camera. I'll get out of the way for you.
Hi, everyone. I don't think I've met everyone here. I'm Sarah Swager. I'm the Dean of Student Success. And in that role, I'm responsible for 3 associate deans and their work. The one we're here to talk about today is Keith Champagne, who is Associate Dean for Student Development. And the piece of information I just need to share with you today is that I've made a decision about staffing in the campus life area, which is one of the areas that reports to the Associate Dean for Student Development. I think all of you are aware that Bob Ford took a wonderful new position over in advancement earlier this year. And at that time, I made the decision to have Keith step in and have redone his position description to reflect that I'd like him to take primary leadership responsibility for managing the campus life area of his duties. So approximately 79–80% of his time is spent directly managing campus life, which is, of course, this building, the West Side Campus Life Services, and the rec center, and all of the relationships that go along with that, in addition to all the budget management for that area. So I just wanted you, it's just a point of information to let you know that that's what we'll be doing with that position. It's not vacant. As soon as Bob left to go to his new position, Keith assumed those responsibilities, and it's been a success, and I hope I have your support in moving forward in that way. So are there any questions? Just a side note, I think one of the things that this will do is it will give us an opportunity to represent the students even more directly to the upper division leadership at the university. Keith is in a position that's a step above where Bob Ford's position was, and so he has greater access to, for instance, the Board of Trustees and the Cabinet. And I firmly believe that that's a really good step for students to have a greater voice at that level. So, no questions, no comments? All righty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This time we can move on to supplemental funding request.
That's mine.
Voting for supplemental funding request 1526, the Alpha Eta Rho Cairo guest speaker in the amount of Chiro. I really don't know Greek. For the amount of $1,830.
Just for the next,
We missed the opportunity for history to.
That would have been so
I
good.
have very few
sitting
skills
on
in
that.
life.
Yeah.
Okay, so. I'm sorry, put it
I do have an update on this. I did follow up with Amy Hoover just to get some more information on this request, since it was, there was some confusing information on what this actually was and what the request was for. In talking with her, she did let me know that last year this was a paid adjunct position. It was a 1-credit class that was fully funded by the aviation department last year. This year, because of some budget pieces, this is also still a 1-credit class that they're bringing this guest speaker in as an adjunct for. The department is paid for their adjunct fees. The students have already signed up for the class earlier. I don't remember the exact number, but they've already signed up for it. It's a 1-day piece. What her understanding was is they paid for that part, and the student club was supposed to be working on travel and lodging for the speaker to come in. The other part in here is that the flight piece that he had shared is separate from what this event actually is. I don't even remember his name, but the gentleman that they're bringing is doing a separate thing after that that's open to flight students willing to pay extra on top of that to go up and do flying instructions in his plane. And it's not involved through the university, because I know there were questions about the insurance pieces and all of that for that separate part. So that is the update, which does call it into question on whether or not this is something that SNA could even fund if we so chose, since it is in the classroom.
Do we generally pay for these types of things? That's
We can't legally in most situations.
So in this situation, is this safe to say that we just can't send this like right now, or?
I don't know, computer. Sharon's like, yeah.
The way the Killian outline says that the SNA fees are for non-academic in nature.
Tuitions for academic and SNA fees are
Are for student activities and services.
Since the flight is not part of this, and this is just a classroom thing that we're paying for,
Well,
is that what I'm understanding? Because the flight is separate that the kids are paying for, so we're just paying for this lecturer to come to the
the understanding, at least from Amy's side, and I'll be honest, that's probably where we want to go as well, just for the insurance pieces, is that we wouldn't necessarily want to fund to bring someone here and pay for their lodging for an activity that could have some major liability. But yes, that's what it sounds like, is that they're asking for funding for us to bring a faculty member here and lodge them for the night or two.
It is a bit opening the door to pay faculty costs.
Yeah, I don't like that personally.
Yeah. Faculty costs.
Yes.
SNA fees are meant for student travel and student,
Yeah.
So on all the other requests, when they're for travel, it always asks, are any faculty members going?
we
And
do not
then
cover the
not
faculty
money out.
fees.
So this would be
Mhm.
similar to that,
Correct.
Yeah, even if we took it outside of that,
it would still be.
that this is a classroom. We have exactly quorum.
Jessica?
Just based on what we've been discussing, I make a motion to dismiss, or is that how you word it? Dismiss?
We had,
Can I make a motion to dismiss
Reject.
or
You can
reject?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I make a motion to reject supplemental funding request 1526 for the amount of $1,830.
Josh, is there any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed, any abstentions? Motion passes. Request denied. We have no new business, so I'll move on to public comment second call.
I know you stepped out briefly. John and Nick will not be attending next week.
John and Nick?
Yes.
The student government day is at the same time, 5:30.
Wow.
You gotta pass on the gavel to me. Exciting.
Oh, yeah, and Renee.
And Renee. Good for reminding me. Renee will not be
So Renee plus one will not be there.
Free meals for us.
Yeah.
Well, you guys could come have dessert.
I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna
Yours
take.
will probably last longer
I'm-
than ours.
I'm ready to do that, but I don't know what all we have to do there. We'll find out, but
Well, congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
election.
yeah, no one ran against me, which is kind of nice.
You should have
It
said
did make
it
the
was a
debate a little bit,
landslide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nick went in on the last day because Renee turned his in with like 2 minutes to spare and then barely made it, but something didn't go through, so we had to do a write-in. And then there was another kid who turned in stuff to run against me, but he was missing some of the paperwork, so they just couldn't run.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, made it easy. Should be good.
Just a reminder, next week we have the dinner, so we don't have, I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So,
Second.
This 10 seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Yeah.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Meeting adjourned at 5:45.
13.
I think we have